Boy! It's here! It's finally here! The My Little Pony movie has arrived in theaters! It's simply the best of the year, with great characters, a fun story, nice songs, and best animation all around. The world and characters of Equestria had never looked so good. And with the videos I've done on the show, all the merchandise I have, as well as a boatload of artwork for my DeviantArt page, there is no better time than to go over this wonderful film. And I have the privilege of getting an early screening of it. But first... So, let's dive into a new classic. This is My Little Pony the Movie. Oh, nuts! Okay, I didn't see any early screening of the new movie, but I might as well after seeing this monstrosity. And so the only thing the new movie has provided was 3 trailers, a couple of sneak peeks, and lots of posters. So to celebrate its upcoming release next Friday, I'll have to take a look at the original movie released in 1986. And that movie is entitled My Little Pony the Movie. The film is centered on the characters from the original TV show from the 80s, which itself is based on the popular toy brand from Hasbro. Spring has arrived in Ponyland, and all the ponies at Dream Castle were having a festival to celebrate the occasion. But during a baby pony dance performance, Baby Lickety-Split ruins the show with her own dance and getup, and runs away from home as Spike tags along. Feeling ashamed for this, some of the ponies go out in search of Lickety and Spike. As all the while, up on the Volcano of Gloom, a witch named Hydia plans to stop the Pony Spring Festival by unleashing a purple goo called the Smooze, covering all of Dream Castle, with Hydia's daughters, Rika and Draggle, to fetch ingredients for the Smooze beforehand. And with the Smooze covering Dream Castle, the ponies try to get help on how to rid the Smooze. All the while, Lickety-Split and Spike come across troll-like creatures called Grundles, and humans Megan, Danny, and Molly are brought in to help the ponies with their problem, as they are told by the wizard elf Moochick that the Flutter ponies can stop the Smooze. Where do I start with this one? A film that has so little to offer. Let's start with the animation, which is pretty weak. Yes, it does do well, but this is more like TV animation, and can become easily confused with its small screen counterpart. There's continuity errors, missing frames, dialogue going with no one's mouth moving, and some of the time, the characters and objects would come very close to the camera, as if it's a 3D movie, when it really isn't, and becomes uncomfortable. Speaking of which, how about this bit in which... Yeah, I'm not going there. But to make it all worse, the animation is done overseas by Asian animation studios Acom and Toei. Both will go on to do other great works for television after this. And it's such a sad fact that they both worked on this. Other than that, the animation isn't worth recommendation. And if that's not bad enough, then let's go over the songs. They're all forgettable and not fun. Even the main theme song, which changes lyrics from time to time, is not that interesting. And even though there's 10 of them, it felt like more than that. And the segues to them are not present, and they just come out of nowhere. The Wishing Well song is the only one that has it. They're played too fast, have forgettable lyrics, and are very pointless. But simply the worst thing to come from this movie is its editing and pacing. It's so sloppily put together and plays out too fast. There's no quiet moments, no ease into another scene, and it fades in and out at scenes that aren't given much time to finish. Not a single scene is given time to sink in, and the dialogue rushes by so fast that I just didn't care what's going on. In short, I've gotten pretty bored of it and nothing held my interest. It was all wasteful. And even though the actors voicing the characters are an all-star cast, they really don't provide anything fun. Danny DeVito voices Grundle King, Madeline Kahn voices Draggle, Cloris Leachman voices Hydia, Ray Perlman voices Rika, Tony Randall voices the Moo Chick, Tammy Anderson voices Megan, Alice Plainton voices Baby Lickety-Split, Charles Adler voices Spike, Cheryl Bernstein voices Buttons, Kathy Cavadini voices Northstar, Nancy Cartwright voices Gusty, and Peter Cullen voices Og. As a whole, this movie is not really the best in any way. The characters aren't strong, the story is all over the place, the animation is a bit weak, and the songs are forgettable. Director Michael Johann has made a movie that, while it takes place around the same time as the show, is pretty dull and lackluster, with its clumsy pacing, awful editing, pointless songs, awkward animation, and it all being one huge drab. It's a giant mess of a picture I've ever seen, and thank goodness that the new movie is looking very promising every time, because this one is totally not worth it. So today, this movie will get a rating of 1 star. Okay, I have nothing but extremely high hopes for this new movie, and I'm definitely gonna see it as soon as it comes out. I mean, what could possibly be any more scary than that film? It's here! It's finally here! The My Little Pony movie has arrived in theaters! It's here! It's finally here! The My Little Pony... Okay. It's here! It's finally here! The My Little Pony movie is finally alive! Hello there again. Yeah, it's time to review another movie I saw in theaters, and it is another Lego movie. So, here it is, and I hope you enjoy it. Now we come to review another Lego movie of this year, and while things have improved from the last film, this one's almost half and half. It's the newest Lego movie, the Lego Ninjago Movie, based on the Lego construction toys. The story, taking place in a city called Ninjago, is of a teenage boy named Lloyd Garmadon, who everyone hates for being the son of an evil lord named Garmadon. Yet only 5 other teens, Jay, Kai, Cole, Zach, and Naya, are Lloyd's only friends, for all 6 of them are secretly ninja warriors who take down Garmadon. But Lloyd, in an attempt to stop Garmadon, inadvertently unleashes a bigger threat on Ninjago. So the 6 ninja warriors, with the aid of Master Wu, has to find a weapon to stop the big threat, all while Garmadon tries to reconcile with Lloyd after discovering who his son is. Directors Charlie Bean, Paul Fisher, and Bob Logan have done a nice job of making a Lego Ninja movie, with good characters, a fine story, and pretty enjoyable animation. It is definitely funnier than Lego Batman, and certainly has some neat effects. But then again, it also has maybe one too many twists in its story, and is somewhat a downer at times with people hating Lloyd, which is understandable, but is a little much and not that funny. But aside from those, I had a fine time with this film. It is better than Lego Batman, but the first Lego movie still tops both. So today I'm giving this movie a rating of 2.5+ stars. And that is it. So thank you for joining me. And that is it. So thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook or Twitter, support me on Patreon, and tune in next week for a new video.